Hey there, future fellow weirdo of the fuck. How are you? Welcome to the party pit. Welcome. And what we do here in this most amazing place, we read this great ass trilogy. It's called God Said. This is God's unofficial biography, as told by yours truly, the Saint of Awesome, your Super Sound Sage, Saint Nikki Gallagher. Oh, wait. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I don't know if you would like to bring me flowers, but I would appreciate it. Thank you. Ooh, something happened. So, we are in the book Ezekiel. We are on chapter 12. I want to wait to see. Miss Mud Duck is supposed to be here. I think Neil, my cousin Ricky, and maybe a few other people pop in and surprise me. It would be great. But maybe I should, tell people that I'm here. Hold on. Let's see what we can do. We can do fucking something, I think. Yeah, hold on. At everyone. Join chat. Join voice chat. We are live, you know. And everyone join. Yeah, there we go. Because that's all I need is people to join the voice chat. So, let's see. Maybe people will come. Maybe not. But either way it goes, we're going to have good time. But I think I want to wait a second because, oh my God, I've already been live for 5 minutes and nobody's come in. I feel like, what the fuck is his name? Oh, Charlie Sheen, when he tried to do his podcast thing and nobody showed up. And he was all high on cocaine and shit. And nobody showed up. And he, like, every 5 seconds was like, somebody here. That's what I feel like some days. I feel like Charlie Sheen. Well, rock bottom Charlie Sheen. I'm like rock bottom Charlie Sheen. What does that say about me? But actually, I'm not really like rock bottom Charlie Sheen. But I sometimes when it comes to this YouTube video thing, I feel like that because nobody comes and it's like, what do I do? but people might not show up today. Well, they're going to miss out. I'm drinking water today, so if anybody was coming for coffee, it won't be for a little while. So, hi, Neil, future Neil, Neil in the future from my time. I know you're drinking coffee right now. I want to tell you I love you. And, Chris, I also know you might be watching, so I hope you're enjoying your coffee. And anybody else who's on the replay crew. Oh, Miss Muddy, you might be on the replay crew. I love you also. Don't forget to watch us in 2x speed. It's way funnier. Yeah, I'm telling you. Anybody on the replay crew, 2x speed from now forward. Because I'm telling you, I don't talk that fast. So it's not like you'll miss any words. Because I talk slow. So there's that. And I went and re-upped today. I went and got us some more goodies. This one's called Chili Verde, Green Chili Verde. So it might be spicy. We're going to try it because it's all brand new. I just went and got it today, this morning. So we're going to have a good time. Okay. So now I am going to get into chapter 12 because I've tried to hold off for 8 minutes. And I share this out too. Oh, you know what I could do while I'm sitting here trying to wait for people? I can do something different. Okay. Damn. Just come on. Come on with it. Man, I really do look like a stoner. Oh, there's people here. But none of you are talking to me. Man. Is people talking to me? I don't know. Okay. I don't think so. Okay. So I should maybe share this out to people. Do you think my cousin will come? Well, my cousin Nolly. Do you think she'll come? I don't. She might be spending time with her husband. No, I won't. Um, I think Ricky's working. Maybe Eric will come and visit Wheels. Maybe Wheels will come. He might just be bored enough to come and visit and take this news story because I don't think he heard it before. I don't think he's heard it before. So, what do I put this in? I don't even know. But we're going to see. Okay. So, if you're here, chat in the chat and press the like button and subscribe because we're going to do shit.
I love it. You guys are so great.
Especially when you chat in the chat. I love you. So we're going to get on to chapter 12. Hold on. I'm terrible. We're going to get into chapter 12. Then the word of the Lord came to me, saying,
Son of man, you live in the midst of the rebellious house, who have eyes to see, but do not see, ears to hear, but do not hear, for they are a rebellious house. Therefore, Son of man, prepare for yourself baggage for exile, and go into exile by day in their sight. Even go into exile from your place to another place in their sight. Perhaps they will understand, though they are a rebellious house.
Time out real quick. I think that's what Muddy was talking about, because a lot of times she explains this, but she's always like, remember, he left. But at the time, he did not leave. But now I understand what she's saying about he left, because he just left. So she didn't jump the gun. I just hadn't caught up to her yet, is what the problem is. Because I've been reading this story slowly and discussing it. And people that read the Bible tend to foreshadow. Because I do the same thing. Just wait. I'm going to get in. Well, I already did about Babylon. So, people who do Bible shit tend to foreshadow. And now I understand what she was saying about he left. But not Jerusalem, Babylon. Because they're in Babylon and he's exiling himself from them. Have they got into Babylon yet? Never mind, they might not have got to Babylon yet. I don't know. I don't remember if it's this book or Isaiah that they go into Babylon. I'm not exactly sure. Because I'm reading these prophet books out of order, I think. But we're always already too far in this to quit and flip over to Jeremiah, which is probably what we should do. But unless you read it from Genesis forward and you read it out of order, some of the things that you already know in this book tend to fuck up the story. And I apologize for that now. But I'm really confused on where we're at right now in the story. Like if they're still in Jewland or if they have moved or been kicked out to Babylon. Not exactly sure. But he did call them exiles in the last chapter. So they might already be in Babylon. But I'm sure we'll keep reading and find out exactly where they are. That's the best I can do. Okay, So back to God. I'm sorry I cut you off, big guy, but I needed to say words.
Okay. And bring your baggage. Oh, yeah. Okay. In their sight. As those going into exile. Wait, what? And bring your baggage out by day in their sight as baggage for exile. Then you will go out in at evening in their sight as those going into exile. Dig! Oh, bury me! I'm just kidding. That's Mudvayne. Anyway, so you're gonna dig a hole in the wall in their sight and go out through it. Put the baggage on your shoulder in their sight and carry it out in the dark. You shall cover your face so you cannot see the land. For I have not, no, oh, for I have set you as a sign to the house of these terrible ass people. Hey, Nolly, I swear to God, I was just gonna, well, no, I decided out loud if I was gonna text you my link or not, but I said she might be spending time with her husband, so I'm not even gonna send her a link. But you showed up. Hey, and that's really good that you showed up because things are about to happen. And I have no idea what it is, but he dug a hole in the wall. And it's the thing that's happening. Yeah, okay. I guess this might be before they went to Babylon, answered our question by keeping reading. But, I can't keep reading because I got a big mouth and I need to shut up. Anyway, look, something's happening. And I did stuff. Oh, wait. Haha.
Look, I don't know. Hold on. And I did so as I had been commanded by day. I brought on my baggage, like the baggage of an exile. Hold on. Like the baggage of an exile. Then, in the evening, I dug through the wall with my hands. I went out in the dark and carried the baggage on my shoulder in their sight. Okay. And in the morning, the word of the Lord. Oh, that stupid medicine. I'm going to quit taking this. I don't like it. But I have been up since like 4:30 in the morning, riding all the way to Michigan. It's a long ass drive. Okay. And in the morning, the word of the Lord came to me. Hold on.
Son of man, thus says the Lord God, this burden, this burden Okay. Okay. This burden concerns the prince in Jewland, as well of the house as the house of these terrible ass people who are in it. Say, I am assigned to you, as I have done, so will be done to them, and they will go into exile, into captivity. Yeah, I remember that. Or no, that hasn't happened yet. Hold on. And the prince who is among them will load his baggage on his shoulder in the dark and go out. They will dig a hole through the wall to bring it out, and he will cover its face so that he cannot see the land with his eyes. Oh my God. Okay. I'm only going to be able to get through one chapter again. Oh my God. I'm not doing good. No. Okay. What are you in their sight? And in the morning, the word, what had been commanded, and I shall, oh, yeah, okay, right here. I shall also spread my net over him, and he will be caught in my snare, and I shall bring him to Babylon, in the land of the Chaldeans. Yet he will not yet see it, though he will be, oh, though he will die there. Yep. Mhm. And I shall scatter to every wind all who are around him, his helpers, all his troops, and I shall draw out a sword after him. Oh, yep. They will know that I am the Lord God when I scatter them among the nations and spread them among the countries. So this is how you know all of the blood, the special God blood, has been bred out of them. They are no longer those people. They, their heritage is not God. They're not as fucking special as they say they are. The special blood is bred out of them. We haven't got there yet. But this thing right here, you guys are going to be everywhere. You're going to hook up with everybody. And then you're no longer going to be special God people. But we're not there yet. But I shall spare a few of them from the sword, the famine and the pestilence, that they may tell all their abominations among the nations where they go, and they may know that I am the Lord. Tell them your history. Yeah, that's a good idea. So everybody knows about you. Okay. Son of man, eat your bread with trembling and drink your water with quivering anxiety. Then say to the people of the land, thus says the Lord God, concerning all the inhabitants of Jerusalem and the land of Israel. And I'm going to read chat as soon as I'm done with this chapter. It's almost over. So please don't leave. I'm not ignoring you. Okay. I should have said that first. I'm an idiot. I'm an asshole. Okay. And the inherited cities will be laid waste, and the land will be a desolation. So you will know I am the Lord. I do great things. Yeah. It's absolutely amazing. Yeah. I think they call it awesome. My awesome power. Yeah. You're gonna know about me. Yeah. You gonna learn. You gonna learn today. Okay. I'm done. Then there's oh my
bad. Okay. And okay. Then the word of the Lord came to me, saying,
oh yeah, I forgot some things. It's gonna be like 2 more paragraphs. It'll be okay. Don't worry about it. Quivering anxiety. Then say, thus says the Lord God, concerning 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 the inhabitants of Jewland and the land of Israel. They will eat their bread with anxiety and drink their water with horror, because their land will be stripped of its fullness on account of the violence of all who live in it. Yeah, listen, we're doing stuff. And the inhabited cities will be laid to waste. That's a Lamb of God song. It's called Laid to Waste. It's good. It's a good song. And the land will be a desolation. So you will know I am the Lord. Yeah, things are happening. Son of man, what is this proverb people have concerning the land, saying, the days are long and every vision fails? What? Okay, I don't know. I don't know even if that's a proverb. That's not really a proverb. The days are long and every vision fails. So after a long day, you go to sleep. Do you think, big God, is that what that means? You you stay up all day and work and get tired and then you go to sleep, right? I don't know. We're gonna find out, but that's what it seems like. Okay, because if it don't mean that, it's not a proverb, probably. Therefore, say to them, thus says God, I will make this proverb cease, so they will no longer use it as a proverb. But tell them, the days draw near, as well as the fulfillment of every vision. Yeah, that would be cool. I dream of a house next door. I could build a house next door so I could feed the raccoons. You know, there's fucking 10 of them out there. But who's gonna feed them? You know, I need to feed them. So help me build a house next door. Vision. Vision. Yeah. Good time. For there will no longer be any false vision or fluttering divination within the house of these terrible ass people. For I, the Lord, shall speak, and whatever I speak will be performed. It will no longer be delayed. For in your days, O rebellious people, I shall speak the word and perform it, declares God. Listen, there's more, but wait, there's more, because you guys aren't getting a car. Look, you're gonna get it. Behold, the house of these terrible ass people, the vision that sees is for many years from now, and the prophecy of times far off. Therefore, say to them, none of my words will be delayed any longer. Whatever word I speak will be performed, declares God.
Wait a minute. What does that say? What does that say? Whatever word. Line, line. The vision that he sees is for many years from now, and the prophecies of times far off. Okay, never mind. So I'm going to go back and chat, and I'm going to answer everything. Okay, hold on. Hi, Miss Mud Duck. I love you. Hi, cousin Nolly. Oh, look, I got the wall. It's on Dropbox. I have the Dropbox and Pink Floyd's Wall. And I never really understood that movie until I got red pilled. And now I see it a whole different way. And that poor man has post traumatic stress disorder. And then his son gets it because his dad's all fucked up. It is the craziest fucking movie. And I almost can't sit through it because I feel so bad for that kid. Hey, Nun, how are you? I miss my duck and Wheels. Hi, welcome. I love you and I miss you. And I missed you in my chat. And I'm glad that you came in. I was debating on texting you or not, but I did because I miss you and that's the only way to see you. And hi, Nun. I'm glad you're back. Is there anybody else? Nope. Okay. So, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette real quick and then we'll do chapter 13 and then have a small conversation and then I really am gonna have to hit the bed. I've been up since 4:30 this morning shopping for weed. So I am kaput. But I bought it to share with y'all. So make sure you're smoking them if you got them. Because I got them and I'm sharing. Well, and mostly because I don't want to smoke alone. So I always smoke alone. I don't have any fucking friends. Nobody visits me because I'm all crippled and shit. And I got brain injuries and I say inappropriate things. So nobody likes to see me this way. So people would rather not see me. But I've been hard to handle since I was a kid. Right, Wheels? Oh, yeah. Church is tomorrow. You're ironing a shirt. Oh. His voice scared you. Don't let it scare you because, look, how else are you going to know God's talking? If I say it with my regular voice, it doesn't sound as serious. And then God's personality does not come out except for when I use that voice. You can, or at least can, feel a little bit of God, because it doesn't sound like me. It sounds like I what I would think God sounds like when he's not talking in trumpet. But he's also what am I doing in life? I am listening. Oh. Men don't bleed out of their pee holes, but they definitely get a form of PMS every single fucking month. And I promise to God, Dustin has it like every single fucking day. No, I'm just kidding. I'm giving him a lot of shit. Sometimes he's really nice, but I'm telling you, he gets a period too. Like he's having cramps. It's like, shut the fuck up. You're fine. Get over it. But I promise to God, they have some kind of period. I will bet your life on it. There has to be something for men that they monthly have that helps their body regulate like a period does for a woman. Testosterone is a hormone. So they have to have some kind of hormonal issue every 28 days. Something like that. Maybe even every 30 days. Something. I don't know. But let's smoke this cigarette so we can get on to chapter 12. Hey, Kim, welcome. Hey, Neil, I was just talking about you. I was wondering if you guys were going to come and visit me. So anyways, if you like this so far, don't forget to hit the like button. There's 8 people watching. There should be 8 likes because we're having such a good time. Yeah. And I know a lot of you probably missed the beginning, but just know he's telling the prophecy of them being exiled to Babylon because they have not yet. And Miss Muddy, you know how he kept saying he's already left Jerusalem? Well, it turns out he did not. He just left Jerusalem in chapter 12. So now we're at the part where God has exiled him. And now he's giving the prophecy of going to Babylon. So we're going to be introduced to a cat called Nebuchadnezzar. Okay. And a lot of the Asian leaders believe they're God, and things like that. So in my mind, because I don't know anything about Babylon, I don't know anything about ancient Babylon, but it seems to me that Nebuchadnezzar is some kind of Asian because he has the mindset of like a Chinese prime minister or Kim Jong Un, where it's them and nobody else. That's just what I think. And as I'm reading this, when we get to Nebuchadnezzar, try to picture it in your mind and I'll point it out. The parts that I think are very Asian leader type, the ones that think they're God. But I'll point that out when we get there. Although I don't even know what race Babylon would be. Maybe it is Asian and it's just right. But I don't really fucking know, to tell you the truth. But if anybody has ever read Ezekiel before, do you want to let me know what you think um about what we're about to be going into? The exile to Babylon and meeting Nebuchadnezzar. Does anybody know anything about that? That maybe you could fill in before we get into the meat of the story?
I love it! You guys are so great!
Yes, he was exiled by Nebuchadnezzar. No, remember in chapter 11, God's like, dig a hole and throw all your shit through a hole. And then after you do that, go tell these people the thing you just did is going to happen to you. And I'm going to use Babylon to do it. Chapter 12 is all about the prophecy of being replaced or being exiled to Babylon. They haven't been exiled yet. He just went through the hole and then came back through the hole and talked a bunch of shit that God told him to, like, God was talking mad shit through Ezekiel, telling these people it's about to be all bad for you. Brace yourself. But they haven't been exiled yet. They were just told the prophecy of what's going to happen to them. So we're about to get into the meat of the story. And I was just wondering if anybody knew. Hey, Neil, I said shit to you in the beginning. So when you watch me tomorrow, just know you got a message in there and watch it on 2 times speed. Okay, so here we go with chapter 13. What am I doing? Okay. Then the word of the Lord. Look, is this all the same day? Or is it like a different day? Are these journal entries? Or is it like all day he's just talking shit. Or like all day God just talking shit. Or do you think these are journal entries? Because God does a lot of talking. And if this was all day, oh my God, Ezekiel had to be losing his mind. Like, stop talking to me. Let me go to sleep. I'm mostly just kidding. We learned in Exodus this shit took fucking days. Man, it like took days. He's repeating the first 5 books. Okay. Okay. I gotta stop reading chat until we're done with chapter 13. Okay, and I apologize and keep talking because I will pick up on it when Hey Feather, do you want God to talk like William Shatner today? We're just about to start chapter 13. So God's going to be William Shatner. At least just for a second, because I can't talk like that forever. Okay. Then the word of the Lord came to me, saying,
Son of man, prophecy against the prophet of this land, Israel, who prophesy and say, those who prophesy from their own inspiration. Listen. What? Oh, wait. I read that wrong because I was busy being funny. Look. Feather, I can't do it because I miss a bunch of shit. Okay. Son of man, prophecy against the prophets of these terrible ass people who prophesy and say to those who prophesy from their own inspiration, listen to the word of the Lord. Those are Mormons. They call themselves Mormons. That's what they do. Okay. Woe to the foolish prophet who are following their own spirit and have seen nothing. Mormons, pay attention. Your leaders are fake. Oh, Israel, your prophets have been like foxes among ruins. And you can tell the things they preach most about are the things they are doing themselves. Be careful. You have not gone up into the breaches, nor did you build the wall around the house of these terrible ass people to stand in the battle on the day of the Lord. Hold on. Wait, what am I? Okay. They see falsehood and lying divination and rip off revelation when they write their books. Nor did, okay. and they see falsehood and lying divination, who are saying, the Lord declares, when clearly that's not true. Yet they hope for the fulfillment of their word, not my word, their word. They see falsehood and lying divination, who are saying, the Lord declares, when look, clearly I didn't send them. Yet they hope for the fulfillment of their word. Oh, I read that twice. When the Lord declared. Okay. Did you not see a false vision and speak a lying divination when you said, the Lord declares, but it's clearly it's not me. Therefore, because you have spoken bullshit and saw a lie you stole out of Revelation, therefore I am against you and your cult-like church, declares the Lord God. So my hand will be against these fake-ass people who see false visions and utter lying divination that they stole from Revelation. They will have no place in the council of my people, nor will they be written down in the register of the house of Israel, nor will they enter the land, that you may know I am God. Yeah, this is the thing that's happening. Okay, wait, no. It is definitely because they have misled my people by saying peace when clearly there isn't any. I mean, take a look around. Yeah. And when anyone builds a wall, behold, they plaster over it with whitewash. So tell those who plaster over it with whitewash that will fail, a flooding rain will come, and you, O hailstones, will fall, and a violent wind will break out. Behold, when the wall has fallen, you, will you not be asked, where the fuck is all this shit? I thought you did a good job. But obviously, you did not do a good job. It's a real problem. Therefore, I will make a violent wind break out in my wrath. Like that. It'll be some shit. There will also be, in my anger, a flooding rain and hailstones to consume it in wrath. I'm gonna piss my kidney stones all over you, motherfucker. Fuck you. So I shall tear down the wall which you plastered over with whitewash and bring it down to the ground. So that its foundation is laid bare, and when it fails, you will be consumed in its midst, and then you will know who I am, because you don't forgot. You gonna learn today. Thus, I will spend my wrath on the wall and those who have plastered it with whitewash, and I will say, the well is gone and the plaster is gone, along with the prophets who prophesied to Jewland and who sees visions of a place for her when there is no peace. Now, you, son of man, set your face against the daughters of your people who are prophesying from their own inspiration. Prophecy against them. Yeah. Beat that ass with words. Yeah. And say, woe to the women who sew magic bands on all the wrists and make veils for the heads of persons of every stature to hunt down lives. Will you hunt down the lives of my people, but preserve the life of others for yourselves? And for handfuls of barley and fragments of bread, you have profaned me to my people and put to death some who should not die, and keep others alive who should not live by your lying to my people who listen to lies. This is happening. But it's by the Muslims, not the Jews. It's the Muslims who are talking bad against God's people. At least right at this point, they they have it in their religion that they can lie to further their religion. And that's exactly what they're doing. I think some things we got to worry about with these terrible ass people, but we should really be focused on Muslims because that is the enemy right at this point. That is everybody's enemy, and everybody should be fucking up against that kind of thing, speaking out or whatever, you know, pay attention to the real people hurting the country and what goes along with the new devil. Again, it's better the devil you know than the devil you don't know because you know all the shit that comes along with that, but you haven't experienced it. And once you experience it, there's no getting out of it. And you were a traitor to your country. You're going to be the first one they get rid of because you're a traitor. And it's something to think about. Everybody should think about that. They will not like you even though you like them. You're not their people. And it's a thing to think about. Therefore, thus says God, behold, I am against your magic hands bands, by which you hunt lives there as birds. I will tear the hems off your arms, and I will let them go, even those lives whom you hunt as birds. I will also tear up your veil, and I will deliver my people from your hand, and they will no longer be in your hand, and to be haunted, and you will know I am the Lord. Because you dishearten the righteous with your falsehood, when I did not cause him grief, but have encouraged the wicked not to turn from his wicked way, to preserve his life. If you live evil, you live longer. If you live good, you die earlier. That's what he means by that. Preserve your life. You can live longer being terrible. Because God wants you to be miserable here for as long as possible. Therefore, you women will no longer see false vision or practice divination, and I will deliver my people from you. Thus, uh, thus you will know I am the Lord.
Okay. That's the end of that chapter. So let's go back up here and look at what everybody said. He's repeating. Okay, this is Feather says hi. Hi, Feather. Nobody said anything. Hey, Ricky, how are you? Hi, Michelle. It's nice to see you guys. I lost a lot of viewers a second ago with my rant about the Muslims being the extreme bad guy at this point. Watch Dr. Gad Sad on Brandon Tatum's channel. It's his interview with Gad Sad, and he gives a lot of the history of the things that are happening currently. That's where I got my information on that. Is a guy called Gad Sad on his interview with Brandon Tatum. That's how I got that Muslim information.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, we're all here.
I don't know who's in Discord. Nobody's talked in Discord. Everybody's been chatting in the chat.
Okay, well, I'm Michael, and I'm here with Michelle.
I know who you are.
Yeah.
And hi, Michelle. Muddy hasn't.
Wait, so here.
What?
That's not you.
No, yeah, we can hear you. Muddy has been chatting in the chat. She hasn't been talking in the thing. Red Feather, I don't think Red Feather is in the chat, but nobody is really discussing anything. I just finished with chapter 13, and I'm going to be getting off here shortly because I've been up since 4:30 this morning riding to Michigan. So I'm like fucking done for.
What do you feel about rain?
Yeah, I was re-upping the party pen.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what she called.
how's your grandma?
As far as I know, she's fine.
Did
uh,
she have surgery, Nikki?
Michelle won't like.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I told her. I told you. Maybe I did. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Nikki. I'll talk to you about this another time.
No, well,
Yeah, this is like
I don't think my grandma had surgery.
That's good.
Mary's in Michigan, so you can call her
Yes.
phone. She's in Michigan.
Thank God.
Yeah. But I'm gonna go back to my live stream. I love you.
I love you too, honey.
The wall represents the false truth. See, I didn't see the wall that way, I'm telling you. It's like that guy has post-traumatic stress. And then his son got PTSD because his dad and his mom are all fucked up. And then they sent him away, and everybody was a bully, and they were all mean to him. And I think that whole the kids going in the hamburger maker is a vision he had because he's so fucked up about his whole being. I thought maybe that's what it was. Yep. But I think it's because he has PTSD because his dad has it from being in the war. And then his mom was all fucked up and crazy on her shit. And then his dad's all crazy on his shit. And then school is too much for him. So he starts being irrational inside his mind. But that's just me psychoanalyzing with my conspiracy mind. So you are probably more right than me. I'll just say that you are probably way more right than me. I might be looking at it in the wrong way. But that movie really fucks me up, man. It always makes me feel some kind of way. And I've only watched it twice. The first time
Alright.
as a liberal, the second time as red pilled. And the first time I didn't understand it at all. And the second time it just clicked. It's a really weird movie. And if anybody's never seen it, I recommend watching it at least once. It'll flip your fucking mind. The false truth. You know what? That might have been the problem, Miss Muddy. That might have been the problem with the mom. Because the mom was really kind of fucked up in that movie. And she was very self serving. That's why the boy was all fucked up. Well, one of the reasons is because I think the mom was pretty fucked up too. Welcome back, Nolly. What do you think about that, Miss Muddy? About his mom being the false truth and self-serving? Oh, I thought you were talking about Pink Floyd, The Wall, Muddy. I seriously thought you were talking about Pink Floyd. You weren't even talking about Pink Floyd, were you? I I'm so sorry. I well, I am so sorry, Miss Muddy. But you know what? They go hand in hand. So it's not like I, fucked it up with something we weren't talking about. We were talking about Pink Floyd, The Wall, literally up at the beginning. So, but the wall around Israel, I think it is their security and what they're saying, right? They're saying all this stuff and they have this wall of protection around the city, but they also have a false protection of being a prophet because they think they are. And God ripping down the wall is ripping down these people's interior.
Hey. All right, good night, Nelly.
Oh, Nolly, I love you. Now I don't know what I was saying. So never mind. Muddy, what do you think? Do you think it could be something like that? Like, because they do have that wall around the city, right? But these false prophets also think they have protection around themselves because they're prophets. Like, they're Mormon or something. I said I wasn't going to do that. I said I wasn't going to do that. But people need to know where this shit is coming from. It's the Bible flipped on its fucking head. This Mormon bullshit. Because it's like they read the Bible and they're like, no, that don't apply to us. But they want to act like Revelation applies to them. Bitch, go somewhere. And your prophets aren't prophets. They are the exact kind in this Bible. Fake, only going off what they think. And then when they write a book, they write Revelation in with their bullshit book. And this right here is saying those people are going to get it. And they should really recognize this shit is talking about them. I don't know. But anyway, that's what I think is God's talking about tearing down their inner self, just like the walls. He's gonna get rid of their cockiness. He's like, oh, you think this? Yeah, just wait. All right, bye, Ricky. It's it's self-serving, not telling God's word makes the wall weak because it's not the truth. Okay. This one comment, uh, it's self-serving. That's not showing up right here. Wow, what's happening? Wait a minute. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, this one didn't show up. Oh, okay. Now, this one said, yes, the preaching self-serving for the priest, not the Lord. Yeah, yeah. That was one of the things that it said. Oh my God, everybody quit watching. Holy shit. Man, that sucks. Well, I guess good thing I was done. I hope. Good night, cousin. I'm doing laundry. Oh shit, I gotta go do that shit too. The kids are here, so every single dish in my house is dirty. Every single cup. Look, they're 18 and 20, and every single dish is dirty or missing in their rooms. These kids fucking suck. And I should quit calling them kids because calling them kids makes them feel like they're not grown ass adults. I mean, not to be gross or anything, but I've been drinking coffee out of the same cup for days. I rinse it out and then just pour coffee back into it. So, like, why can't the kids just use the same cup? Just rinse it out and use it again. Nope. Feather, I'm glad you're here. What am I doing? Miss Mudduck, are you still here? Oh. Do you want to talk about anything? What about you, Feather? Cousin? Nolly. Did Nolly say she was going to bed? Oh, yes, she did. Is none business here? I'm going to just start calling him business. I'm tired. Yeah, I am also very tired. Girls, Yeah, and they don't do that. They're part of the video game generation that don't think they live in reality, which that right there is a parenting choice, and I'm probably sure that's why my kids don't live in reality. I'm pretty sure that's why my kids don't live in reality. It it is some of my fault. But I was a deadbeat mom. I was really never there. So, which is probably why they get lost in their electronics and don't live in reality because their mom is a fuckwad. I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because I'm pathetic. Oh, look, do you want to talk some shit about me? Look, it'll make you feel better. Do you want to talk shit about whatever you're emotionally about? Because I just really said my bullshit that I'm emotional over. And yesterday I talked all about what I was emotional over. And you can, well, I suppose it wouldn't be a secret, but it's the party pen. Dang, I was behind. Yeah, it's okay. Sometimes being behind, you, might be able to walk behind a guy with a nice butt. That I would be glad to be behind that. I'm not even gonna lie. So always look forward to being behind someone that has a nice butt. Even girls. Look, I was at the Five Finger Death Punch concert, and this girl, man, she had the nicest butt. And I ran halfway across the parking lot to let this chick know she had the best booty I have ever seen in my life. Make her feel good, but she really did have a very nice booty. And I would have been behind that all day. And then there was this lady at the weed store. She was a nice looking black lady. And she also had a very, very big butt. So I'm thinking in my mind, how do you say something nice? And I was like, I know what I'll do. So I tapped her on the shoulder. And I'm a little retarded white girl, like knocking on this lady's shoulder. And she looked at me weird. And I said, I want you to know that you look very nice. And you know what she said to me? I'm glad because I've been doing cocaine all night. And I was like, that's fucking amazing. Like, you look very nice. And she's like, I've been up all night doing cocaine. And I was like, oh, that's fucking great. But anyway, now I'm gonna read your comments now that I'm done blabbing. Okay. Dang, I was behind. Get the kids. Mine don't automatically take. Oh yeah, these motherfuckers. My kids do that bullshit too. Their rooms smell like dirty laundry, and I'm not even going there cleaning it up. It's like, you motherfuckers, look, they're 18 and 20. And it's like, I'm not cleaning up after you. You're out of your fucking mind. You tell your kids, please. Hi, Kelso. Are you okay? Are you okay? Do you want to say hi to my live stream? Okay. Well, my live stream said hi. Well, yeah, it talked to me through the computer. The internet was like, tell Kelso hi. I tell him thank you. I'm like, hey, go put that shit in the kitchen. And they're like, okay. I'm like, don't breathe heavy. You dirtied that fucking dish. But then they do it. And I'm like, thank you, man. It's highly appreciated that you clean up after yourself. You know, because I'm literally like 1/3 of a person. I am partially paralyzed on my entire right side. My head, my tongue, my boobs, my arm, my legs, my butt cheek, my lady parts, all the things. Completely numb right down the middle, even my tongue. And I have to constantly be drinking coffee or eating fruity candy or my taste buds don't work. Yeah, it's a whole fucking thing. So it's like I'm not cleaning up after these people. I have a hard enough time cleaning up after myself and Dustin. But then you got two other grown ass adults. Yeah. But also keep in mind, I am highly aware that these children do not respect me, which is fine. I don't deserve it. I've been gone all of their life. And then all of a sudden I come back with brain injuries and I'm completely fucking insane. And they're like, bitch, we're not dealing with you. We're staying in our room. And it's not funny, but if I don't laugh, I'm going to remember that I'm sad. Yeah. But that shit is really painful, but that is the bed that I made, and I gotta lie in it. Even though it's full of dog shit, and it might get in my hair. But whatever. But anyway, enough of my bullshit because I could go on for days because I am I am a person that has a hard time with life. Man. Okay. So are you ladies ready to go to bed? any every day. It's yes, I want to make that one live right there. Yeah, every day is an opportunity to do better. Yeah. Well, you know what I feel like, Feather? I feel like if I don't say things about like my real life, that my channel won't be authentic. Like I try to make it look as real as possible, you know. But I am really messy in real life, and my life is a whole mess. So why not just be authentic with my whole thing, right? Ooh, yeah. Okay, Miss Muddy, you give the pillow some head and the sheets some ass. Have the sweetest dreams ever. I love you so much. No, it does work. Look, it works if you work it and it squirts if you jerk it. Look, it's the same thing. It's just I have to find the motivation to work it and also jerk it, but mostly work it. I need to get better at that. Yeah. Yeah, pet your horse for me. Now that she's talking about animals. Yeah. Pet a horse for me. I'll pet a cat for you. I don't think the raccoons will let me pet them, but I'll try. But I'm not getting my hand bit for you. Because, look, you know what Dustin told me? Oh my God. Stop it. Is that the. Yeah. I thought the bison were extinct because all the fur. Or like the tent making or whatever. Put that thing up. I gotta get rid of my fur. Oh, you're getting rid of your birds? Oh, what is that? Oh, I think. The thing up, bird that shoot that, shoot that thing up, mommy, make it roll. Won't you jump up? If you want it, baby girl, let me. No. Are you talking about on Discord? I'm going on Discord. Put the thing up. Right. Okay. Okay. Miss Mud Duck, did you say? Was it you? Who wants me in the chat? I don't know what's happening. Hold on. Okay. It's very noisy here. Okay, well, why don't we um damn. Are you talking about the muted thing? She does this every night. She's like, oh, I oh, okay, it's the picture. Okay, now I know what's happening. But we do you want to get out of voice chat? Oh, yeah, I heard birds are really stinky. Oh, she sent me this picture, but it took me forever to figure out what the fuck she was talking about because it was like a little message that I couldn't get to until I figured out how to get to it. But I do know it's midnight. I've been up since like 4:30 in the morning and I am tired as hell. But I promise tomorrow we are gonna fucking get to the good part eventually. Oh, yeah, it'll be pretty simple tomorrow, but hopefully we'll be at the good part. I wouldn't even begin to know what that is. I am not very good at birds because I'm afraid of their feet. And a chicken bit me one time when I was younger. Bit me on the nail. It pecked my nail when I was younger. It hurt so fucking bad. Yeah. I'm not. And really, I don't even eat birds. I don't eat them either. That's not exactly true. I eat chicken nuggets. Yeah. It might be my internalization seeking revenge on a chicken. Oh, parakeet. Dude, you know those motherfuckers had a fun time back then. They didn't have nothing to do but drink and talk shit. You know them parties were wild. Because they even had prostitutes back then. And even the prostitutes were fun. Man, look, I would have loved to have lived back then. And I'm sure it smelled bad, but whatever. You know, good time is a good time. Especially back then, you know the motherfuckers had a blast. We watch reenactments of that shit all the time on TV. And you're saying none of that shit looked fun. Look, they had a blast back then. Yeah, we should party like it's 1699. Because then, man, that'd be where it's at. And you know what the best part is? Even like the royal people back then, you know, them motherfuckers they never had a good time because they always had to live up to standards. I would not want to be a princess or any kind of royalty back then. No, fuck no. Because you know the motherfuckers had zero fun because they have to keep appearances. Fuck that. I want to flick my bean right out the window. That's not true. But if I lived back then, it might be a thing. It might not have been a thing because you couldn't even be. Well, no. You'd have been like, yeah, no. I would. I'm not going to wish I lived back then because I'd probably die of diphtheria. But, yeah. Or at 1699. I would be in British land somewhere because they didn't have America yet. Yeah. We'd be in British land somewhere. And you know, that place is fucking fun. Everything originates there. But I wouldn't want to be a princess or any kind of royalty back then. I would have just wanted to be a regular guy. Like, what do you think, Feather? Would you have wanted to be a princess or a regular guy? Oh, she left on me. Damn it. I hate when people leave. Oh, she was doing laundry. I always got diphtheria or a broken bone. Like, oh, you twisted your ankle in the forest. You died of an infection. Something stupid like that. Look, you died from diphtheria. You have no control over what you're doing. You're just watching this ox take a thing, and then you get that message broken bone, die of infection. Yeah, but that's only partly true. You would just have to find one of those bars that had rooms above it and just make a guy pay for your room and board at the brothel at the bar. Yeah, it would be something like that because back then, women, they were really a commodity, and guys really treated most men treated women with, especially those women, with a very respectful way about them. Yeah, if you didn't run off to the big city and do what women have been doing for millions of years, then you don't gotta do that. Oh, fuck yeah, I would believe it because men were more respectful back then. I've dabbled around in that and I've been treated very disrespectfully by men that think they own you because they gave you a few dollars. And men are very disrespectful when they give you money. So I quit that because, and plus I was bad at it. So I decided to go to prison instead of ruining my life even more. Some of them were treated bad, but like, wait, are you saying 16 that, yeah, it's just women weren't allowed to do certain things, but other than that, women have always been treated nice, except for here in America. Like here in America, women are treated bad, but women, myself included, have a lot to do with the traumatization of relationships because a lot of women have daddy issues and they want to be controlled, or at least set on the right path because nobody ever showed them. And then men get frustrated with that because they want a woman who knows. And the woman who needs help knowing is considered immature, even though she wasn't fucking taught anything about life, because the man is supposed to take care of the woman. So nobody ever tells the woman how to be. It's a thing that's happening. Yes. But you know what? Real femininity is a woman that can take care of her house, take care of her kids, and take care of her husband. That is a real woman. That is a real feminist. The woman that can do the things the man can't do while the man is doing things he can do and wants to do. You know, A real woman can complete that for a man. And I fucking suck at it. I'm terrible at laundry. I'm terrible at dishes. I'm terrible at cleaning up after myself. I'm terrible at cleaning up after him. Tell you the truth, I'm kind of very lucky. I'm luckier than most people. But Dustin fell in love with me when I was 18 years old. And I will be 40 next month, and exactly a month from yesterday. No, I know there's a lot of women that have done great things. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the ones that call themselves feminists now. You know, with like, I'm an independent woman. My punani's gonna get me on the cover of a magazine. If I don't shave my armpits, I prove I'm a woman. You know, I don't shave my armpits because I forget. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I forget. They're not real bad though. Because I'll be wearing a tank top and lift my arms up, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I forgot. Shit. But I'm talking about those feminists that don't shave their legs, which I do because that is the worst, having to shave your legs. Like, god damn. You gotta take a whole day for that shit. It's like I I don't like the whole day that goes along with getting the trash, let alone shaving my legs. God, it takes forever. But do you know what kind of women I'm talking about? They're called leftist, fucking feminist, crazy bitches. The kind of communists that ruin shit for every woman ever, and they don't even realize they're communists because they're that stupid. See, we're getting into a deep ass topic at midnight, and I am so tired, but I really want to know what you think. Like, do you think the same thing about those kind of women? And to tell you the truth, I have no fucking idea what misnomer means. Misnomer. No, I mean shave all around. You know, shave the punani, shave the legs, shave the armpits. And keep in mind, remember I said, I'm half numb. My my dominant side is the side that's broken. And so, it's hard for me to do things. And I try to get the nair, but like I said, I forget. It's like I fucking forget, man. You know. And then Dustin has to give me the shower. So it's like I'm like, Dustin, will you help me shave my legs, please? I feel so awkward even trying to say that sentence. Like, will you shave my armpits for me so I'm not like French and shit? I've never tried to ask him that. What do you think? Oh, yeah, no. I'm part Native American and part Arabic. Well, yeah, Arabic. I am hairy as fuck, I'm telling you. And, like, I don't even know why we're talking about this on a live stream, but what the fuck ever. Are you a redhead, Feather? I've seen your picture before, but I can't. You had braided pigtails, I think, and you might have been wearing a jersey, but I can't remember what your hair looked like. You were a redhead, right? Strawberry blonde. That's still a redhead. I don't remember. But sometimes you redheads get lucky and get like blonde body hair. And it's like, oh, aren't you so lucky? I did start it, and look, I have a whole problem. But you're so easy to talk to. My chat is so easy to talk to. And it's like, y'all got me spilling my guts all the time. You guys know the dirty part of my life and, my shittiness. And I just want friends. I don't have anybody to talk to. And I know technically you're not really my friend or whatever. I do live in reality. But I don't have real life friends because nobody wants to see me all crippled and fucked up. Because a lot of these people have known me since I was 18 years old. Hi, Miss Muddy. I thought you was asleep. You always sneak and watch me. You always keep an eye on me. I love you so much for that. Do you want me to shut off my Discord? Or are you still on Discord? I haven't looked at Discord in a long time. So I don't know if anybody's on Discord. Oh man, tomorrow's trash day. Dude, I've got to get so much trash. That's a fucking lie. Look, I say like my house is totally messy, but really it's not. It just needs to be picked up and then it will be fine. I just I it's just messy and cluttered. It's not really dirty. I should stop saying that. But I don't pick anything up, you know, because heaven forbid my hand touch something dirty. And my insides feel like that sometimes. Like, I'm not fucking picking that up. Are you kidding me? And it's like, why am I like that? I don't even know why I'm like that. I take all these fucking psych pills and I still think I'm princess. Who the fuck? You know? I think my inner me was some kind of terrible leader back in the day. because my insides think I'm more important than I really am. Oh, yeah, as a matter of fact, I did. But it turns out it was not on my socks. It was on the table. And it was gross. And it was still wet. Look, it took like a shit ton of toilet paper. Look, it took a lot of toilet paper. Because when they throw up, we just clean up with toilet paper and flush it. Seems like a good idea. But the cats do, like, they do eat grass. So maybe that's why they throw up, because they eat grass. I don't know. No, no, he jumped out of my basket of socks and threw up all over the table. And I didn't notice it until the day after because it was the same color as my table, which was really weird. I don't know. It was like a dirty diaper of a newborn. It was gross. uh, I mean, we can, but uh, really, I need to go to bed. Really, I should have already been in bed. I'm sure Dustin is not going to be impressed with me again because they got mad at me when I did the 5-hour live stream the other night. You should have heard Dustin's mom. You live streamed for 5 hours? I was like, it was an accident. We was talking and then it was like 5 in the morning. And she looked at me like I was fucking nuts. No. It was like I didn't I don't even pay attention to the table. There's only cat food on it. So it was like really dark. It was weird. It was really dark and it had cat food. It was like intestine shaped cat food. Yeah. And yeah. I was kind of on the same boat. Like, man, I'm so tired. Yep. That's how I am, man. I'm so tired. But man, we made it through. And I say that like I actually did something the next day. I'm sure it was terrible for you guys because you had to work and shit. Yo, people did watch that, and I got new subscribers. I got 3 new subscribers from that stream. I watched it again, and I'm telling you, it was fucking hilarious. I watched it on 2 times speed, and it was hilarious. Because after you guys left, me, Ricky, and Midbar, we stayed up at like an extra 45 minutes, and we talked about plants seeding themselves when they're desperate. I don't know if we were talking about weed, growing weed, but I had to make it dirty because that's just how I am. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that stream was great. Like, probably like what kind of Bible lady preaches for 5 hours? The kind that's dirty. Man. um, but girls, we do gotta go to bed or we're gonna be in the same position tomorrow, which will probably be doggy style so the earth can get it with the lights on and no lube. Yeah. So we should probably go to bed. The hashtags, I'm telling you what, I only did that a couple times, but it never worked. But those specific hashtags seem to attract people better than just hashtagging the name of the book, which I quit doing after it didn't work. But these ones seem to work really good. Hey, good night, Feather. It's time to give the pillow some head, the sheets some ass, and have the sweetest dreams ever. Well, really, I should say that too. All right, I'll hang up the Discord before I forget again. where do I where do I go? What do I do? Okay. Now, Muddy, are you ready to go to bed also? Because we both need to suck off the pillow and give the sheet some nighttime butt rubs. Align the spine of the bedding. All right. Well, I love you guys so much. I'm hitting the outro later.